The research demonstration farm here in Athenry was set up this time last year. The idea of the farm really is to carry out detailed research, grassland research for sheep, but also very much to demonstrate that research as it's being carried out to farmers. So we're very much open to groups of farmers coming in to see the research as it progresses, rather than, I suppose, waiting till the trials will be over and just getting the results. The idea would be that farmers will be involved in the process. The focus of research here really is grassland based, so producing lamb from grass. And some of the factors affecting, I suppose, the amount of lamb that you can produce from grass are being investigated in the trials that are ongoing here at the moment. So those factors will be stocking rate, as in the amount of ewes per hectare stocked on the farm within the systems, and also prolificacy levels, so the amount of lambs weaned per ewe, which obviously influences lamb output. So we've 6 independent groups on the farm here, 6 independent farmlets. The three stocking rate levels are 10, 12 and 14 ewes per hectare. And each of those stocking rates has a medium prolificacy flock and a high prolificacy flock. The idea there is that the national average weaning rates will be somewhere between 1.3. Our medium weaning rate aims will be 1.5, 1.6, and our high prolificacy, our aim will be to wean 1.8, 1.9 lambs per ewe. All of this has to be produced from grass, so we're looking at grass production, grass utilisation, grass intakes from the animals, and how that affects performance. So lamb growth rates from birth to weaning, lamb growth rates from weaning to slaughter, the lamb drafting patterns from grass-only diets, and how that affects the running of these systems and the profitability ultimately of the systems. So I suppose trying to produce lamb as economically as we can, and we have a great advantage in Ireland in that we're able to produce plenty of grass, and the challenge is to convert as much of that grass into meat, which is ultimately converted into money. The lambs receive no concentrates. The ewes will receive concentrates prior to lambing, for 6 to 7 weeks prior to lambing. On average this year, in our first year, there was about an average of 25 kilos of concentrate fed per ewe. That will vary between whether she's having single lamb, twin lambs or triple lambs, but the average was 25 kilos. And the idea is to maximise the use of grass. We do house the ewes. Last autumn all sheep were housed by the end of December, and they started lambing on the 3rd of March. While they're inside for the winter, they're on baled silage and then concentrates in the run up to lambing. The breeds, there is a split in the breeds between the medium prolificacies and the high prolificacies. So when we were setting up the trial, we looked at, we'll say, the dominant breed type out on Irish farms, which would be a Suffolk Cross ewe. So we have a Suffolk Cross ewe, a Suffolk Cheviot, Suffolk Texel, a mix between them in the medium prolific systems. And then in the high prolific systems, we have a Belclare Cross ewe, so we have a Belclare Cross Suffolk and a Belclare Cross Texel, which would be, the Belclare crosses will be the most popular high prolific breed in Ireland at the moment. A big part of the research demonstration element to this farm is not just research, it's also demonstrating and showing farmers that it can be done. And I suppose, you know, looking at the layout of this farm, the paddock system we have, a very simple thing, but it makes grassland management a lot easier, and it can ultimately increase the performance of sheep if the quality of the grass, due to increased management, the quality of the grass can be maintained easier. Paddock-wise, the average paddock sizes, because of the different stocking rates, the number of sheep remain the same within each group, so there's 60 ewes within each group of sheep, but the paddock sizes change size for the stocking rate. So the average paddock size for the low stocking rate, which will be 10 ewes per hectare, is 1.2 hectares for each paddock, and there's 5 paddocks in each system. So the medium stocking rate then would be an average of 1 hectare in size, and the high stocking rate will be an average of 0.86 hectares. So as part of our ongoing work here, we walk the farm every week on a Monday morning, and we assess the amount of grass available on the farm. We go back into the office then and we compare this to our demands for the different systems, and based on that we can make decisions with regard to fertiliser use and with regard to grassland management. For example, if we need to take out surpluses as baled silage, or if we have a deficit, if we need to adjust our management to correct this deficit. Obviously, by measuring grass, we're in a much better position to be able to manage the system as efficiently as possible and as economically as possible, producing grass, the amount of grass that we require, without trying to produce too much grass or too little grass. So in summary, the research demonstration farm is here now, it is up and running, and we would encourage as many groups of farmers as possible to come and visit the farm, and hopefully there is something here for everyone to gain, and as time goes by, hopefully more and more results will be coming out which will be a benefit to the entire industry.